Get in your prebiotics, your probiotics, your resistant starches, and your fiber to help your gut lining, to feed the mucosa, to feed the microbes that are living inside of you, and watch how this starts to fix the underlying health conditions that you thought was some type of dis-ease in the body. Once you start to heal the gut, you'll start to heal from all of it. It's Carly Schroeder here, functional nutrition coach, and if you have been following anything on my channel, then you already know that all disease begins in the gut. So that's what we're going to talk about today, how to start to rehab the gut. Get rid of leaky gut, get rid of gut dysbiosis, heal the gut so then the food that you're eating you can start to absorb and use these minerals and vitamins that you need to feel like your best self and get you into more of an ideal state. So let's talk about it, what foods you need to eat, what these things mean on the board behind me, so you can have an idea about how to implement this into your daily life today. Most of us have been conditioned to think of carbohydrates as bad food that make you fat and cause diabetes. But all carbs are not created equal, so it's important to know which ones are good for you and which ones you should avoid. The simple carbohydrates, these are the bad carbohydrates found in candy, baked goods, processed grains, are rapidly digested in the small intestine and absorbed as glucose, which produce about 4 calories of energy per gram of digested. They cause a spike in insulin levels and are associated with weight gain, diabetes, and inflammation. These cause undesirable shifts in the microbial composition and can lead to the proliferation of different yeast species. Now, these bad carbohydrates that don't contain fiber or nutrients that's essential for the body are the ones we want to avoid. Next, we're going to get into the complex carbohydrates that are actually high in fiber, like fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, that actually help the microbes in your gut. Resistant starches are a specific type of carbohydrate that actually will travel through the small intestine rather intact. They act to actually feed the microbes in the gut. Once they meet the large intestine or in the colon, they then are broken down into short-chain fatty acids. These short-chain fatty acids are essential for our colon health. It's anti-inflammatory and anti-carcinogenic. Some examples of the food that you can find that are your resistant starches are green bananas, uncooked oats, lentils, and peas. Resistant starches function more like a dietary fiber and ensure the growth of the healthy microbes in the colon. Next, we'll talk about prebiotics. Prebiotics are non-digestible fibers that act as food for the microbes in our gut. Some of the benefits of adding prebiotics to your daily routine is for better digestion. It helps in keeping your bowel movements regular, enhanced immune function, better mineral absorption, and reduced inflammation. So let's talk about what foods you would find prebiotics in. Garlic, onions, asparagus, and bananas, and oats, as I mentioned above. So adding these foods to different soups, salads, stews, eating this stuff raw is going to be the most potent. For your garlic and onions, you're going to get the most out of that, but also cooking it, fermenting it, all of those are options to start to get some of this into your daily regimen. Next, let's talk about probiotics. First off, what are they? They're actually live bacteria. They are really great for the digestive system. They help create a natural balance with the good and the bad bacteria in our gut. Our hope is that we have more of the good guys in our digestive system rather than the bad. Their function is to enhance the growth of healthy gut flora and improve digestion. Some of the benefits of eating probiotic foods include improved digestion, better mind and mood, enhanced immune function, reduced gastrointestinal issues, and reduce the amount of infections that the body comes in contact with. So let's cover some of the food groups that you would see these probiotics in. Yogurt, kimchi, sauerkraut, pickles, so your fermented foods. If you are out shopping, I'm going to suggest that you look at the label that it contains live cultures. The food, such as the pickles and the sauerkraut that's on the shelf or canned, does not contain live cultures. So make sure that you're looking for that so you can actually be getting the benefits of adding in these probiotics to your gut health routine. Make sure you're checking the sugar content in your yogurt. If it has any more than 6 grams of added yogurt or added sugar to your yogurt, skip it. Do not buy it. It's not going to help you in your gut health. Next, we're going to talk about fiber. So fiber plays a role in our gut health, and it, like resistant starches, will remain in the GI tract relatively intact. So it brings the bulk to our stools. There are 2 types of fiber, both soluble and insoluble, and both of them have a function in contributing to our overall gut health. Soluble fiber actually dissolves in water. You're going to see that in our fruits, vegetables, and oats. Insoluble fiber does not dissolve in water, and so it adds that bulk to the stools. This is seen in the skins of the fruits, nuts, seeds, and grains. Fiber feeds the beneficial bacteria. It also helps with moving the stool along in the digestive tract, and it helps improve the gut barrier and feeding the microbes in our digestive tract. The short chain fatty acids that are produced when you consume fiber helps with inflammation. Soluble fiber actually slows down the rate of absorption of different glucose, so it helps with regulating blood sugar. And high fiber foods are oftentimes more fulfilling, which will leave you more satiated, so it helps with supporting your weight management. Soluble fiber also binds to cholesterol and helps remove it from the body, so it can lower your cholesterol. So now, looking at these food groups behind me, let's start to think about how you can incorporate resistant starches, prebiotics, probiotics, and fiber into your daily routine. If you don't do this next step and actually think about what you're eating now and how to replace it, then all you have done is watched a video and not actually gotten anything from it. So now working into behavioral change. How are you going to actually start to incorporate this into your day? So look at first thing in the morning. What could you do to get some of these foods in your diet? And I like to start to conquer one meal at a time, because when we try to do it all at once, we just get overwhelmed and we don't want to do it. So starting with breakfast, let's think of the meal. Maybe you have some oats topped with flaxseed and chia seeds and some berries. So you're getting yourself, and even throw in a little bit of yogurt on top. So you're getting in your probiotics from your yogurt, some fiber from the nuts and the fruits in there, also prebiotics from the oats, and resistant starches and oats. One of my favorite foods to eat are the overnight oats or oat protein balls, because then you're using the uncooked oats and getting the benefits of feeding the bacteria in your gut with resistant starches and with the prebiotics. Next, let's look at snacks. We like to snack on pickles. Fruits and vegetables are always our go-to, or our little protein balls. We'll make our own peanut butter and oat balls for supporting gut health. After you've conquered one or two of the meals, then go into the next and make a plan. For us, it has become a routine to serve kimchi or sauerkraut at the beginning of every single meal that we eat. With this mindset, you're going to start to rehab the gut flora. You're taking yourself, putting yourself in a more ideal situation to feed those good guys in your guts. And also making a new way for carbohydrates. See, all of these are carbohydrates, but the difference is they're all feeding the body and are beneficial for your health. In comparison to the SAD diet, our standard American diet that contains refined sugars, sodas, candies, baked goods, chips. These are not adding the fiber or any of these probiotics, prebiotics, or resistant starches that would be feeding the gut health. Instead, those would actually be stripping the stomach lining and causing more issues such as leaky gut or gut dysbiosis. If you have questions about what gut dysbiosis is or what leaky gut is, then you're going to want to click on this video to see if you have signs and symptoms of that, because I can tell you what, it is not fun having a foggy head, being constipated and bloated all the time, and just not feeling like yourself. So learn more about gut dysbiosis and leaky gut in the video above here somewhere. So here's your recap: prebiotics, probiotics, resistant starches, and fiber. Start to eat complex carbohydrates that are going to fuel you. That will help with your weight management. It will help with your cravings. It will help with skin conditions. It will help you with mood swings. It will help you in all the ways, as the root of the dysfunction happens within the gut. Thank you guys so much for following along. I hope this has helped get you a better understanding and you have an idea how you can actually start to implement a routine and the food in your daily life to rehab your gut and start to feed the microbes the way they should be fed. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to this channel, leave a comment, ask questions. It will give me an idea of what to post in my upcoming videos. And if you want more free content, join my community at school.com/rootsfree. It's hours and hours of free content available to you at your fingertips for free. I'd be happy to see you there.